What's happening, guys? Coast to Coast Studios here, your host for Behind the Grams, where we jump into the stories, the inspirations, and some of the motivations behind the feeds that we watch every day. Tonight we have artist in here and musician. Let's jump into it and just introduce yourself.
I'm Lioness, like a female lion.
Boom.
Yeah, I'm a folk rock pop singer-songwriter, and thank you so much for having me.
Heck yeah. So what's your age and where are you located?
I'm 23 years old. I live in North Hollywood, and yeah.
So you go to a lot of studios around there and just do a lot of networking there?
Yeah, definitely.
It's a good central location to be at?
Yeah, I try to do a lot of like gigs, music, acting, shoots, wherever I can get, yeah.
That's dope. Let's jump into Behind the Grams, behind your story. Where are you originally located, or where are you originally from, and what's your story?
I'm originally from Soldotna, Alaska. I was born and raised there.
Dope.
Small town. I moved to Idaho when I was old enough to go to college. I went there for about a couple years, and then I dropped out. And then I moved to Portland, Oregon to work full-time as a receptionist for a construction company. And basically I felt like that was more efficient for me to work and just put my money towards
your
music
dreams
and
your
stuff.
passions.
Yeah.
It's hard being an artist, as it was for me growing up and traveling and building my career. Like, you have to have that 9-to-5 job to support and financially support your dreams until you make it big enough.
Definitely, and I was lucky. I moved to Portland specifically because my brother-in-law is a producer and he lives there, so he helped me with my first 3 songs.
Oh, perfect.
But yeah, and I was in a band for a little bit, the Roaring Lions, when I was there, so I feel like that helped me with my singing, and I performed a lot in Portland on my own, so it was a good place for me to kind of prepare to go to LA, because I knew I wasn't immediately ready to go to LA when I was like 18. I know some people come here when they're really young.
Absolutely.
I needed some time to get like mentally strong and financially
and your skill set also
ready.
You wanted to come here when your skill set was good enough to be able to flourish and grow in the oversaturated market.
Yeah.
You know, there's a lot of competition, and you can use that competition to help you grow. Like collaborating with people and networking and doing that. So what would you say motivates you every day?
I just feel like we all have things that we're good at or we could contribute, and I just don't want to waste what I have or waste what I can do. So I think my motivator is just to make my parents proud, make God proud, and just make good content that people will actually appreciate.
Absolutely.
And really I just do it for myself, honestly. I don't even really like to sell what I make, like my music. You can buy it on iTunes, but I just like to do it for my own, like, okay, I didn't waste my time, like I lived up to my potential.
It's something that you're passionate about.
Yeah.
Totally. What would you say your style is in music?
I think kind of like folk rock, like very alternative rock, but also kind of like edgy and not like perfect. I feel like my brand is kind of, I don't like to be pretentious, and I have a song called, Fucking Mess, like, so really just my whole brand is kind of like, this is me, just accept me for who I am. I'm not perfect, but I'm doing it. So kind of
you're just being real. You're being you.
Yeah, just keeping it real, not trying to trick anyone into thinking that I'm better than what I am.
Or someone who you're not.
Yeah.
Totally. What would you say is one of your biggest failures this far in your music career? I feel like we learn the most in our downtime and times of failure.
Failure. I mean, I definitely have so much room for improvement, so I feel like I could definitely be better at guitar and playing like lead.
Yeah.
So I could definitely work on that.
Was there some sort of decision that you made in your career that maybe wasn't the best, or you went and did a show that maybe wasn't beneficial to you, or fell through, or?
I think my biggest thing maybe is I have a hard time saying no. So when people ask me to play gigs, sometimes maybe I play gigs that are a waste of time. I guess, or whatever. So I just kind of.
But it's also networking. When it all comes down to it, you're branding yourself. You're getting yourself out there at least.
Yeah, I definitely look at some of my videos and I'm like I wish I would have just been a little bit stronger and would have told people, no, I'm not ready to film this yet, because I had opportunities to film it. People were like, come on, let's do it. and I just wish my biggest failure is that I wasn't strong enough to take a stand.
Totally.
But I'm learning, and I'm
but
getting
you learn
stronger
from
every
that,
day.
and
Yeah.
now you try to dedicate your time to things that are improving you.
Yeah. And I
That's
try
right.
not to make excuses, you know. But
Heck yeah. If you could say one thing to somebody, an artist that's moving here to LA, trying to chase the same goals, what would one thing be?
try not to like do exactly what everyone's doing, because there's a different journey for everyone. Because I know for me, like, just recognize what you're best at. So are you best at singing? Are you best at writing? Are you best at harmony? Just for efficiency's sake. So for me, I feel like I'm best when I'm singing my own songs. So I try to focus my time on singing and writing my own songs. I used to be really hard on myself because I would try to do what everyone else was doing, which on YouTube